Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for you. Thank you for joining me. What is going on, everyone? AKB93 here, back with another reaction video. Today we are watching episode 2 of Rising of the Shield Hero season 2. Quick recap for last episode. We just got a quick reintroduction to our characters, just sort of caught up with them, see where they've been since we last left them at the end of season 1. Naofumi has now established his own territory. He is now lording over Raphtalia's hometown. We see things are progressing there, people are growing, things are growing there. He's gathering more allies, gathering more people to his side. So that was pretty cool to see the respect that he's gained and the admiration of the people that he's gained since the last time we saw him, even considering where he came from the start of the series. We were introduced to a new member of the group. She did join us towards the end of last season, but we just got to see a bit more of her personality. She was kicked out of the Bow Heroes camp. So she's joined us to get stronger in hopes of getting back into the Bow Heroes camp. Also seems like the wave counter has stopped and we've been introduced with this new threat. With this sea turtle, I'm blanking on the name right now, but once we get into the episode, obviously I'll remember it, but I am blanking on the name right now. But basically we are introduced with this new threat which sort of puts the waves on hold. At least we think so, because we haven't been provided a proper explanation as to why the wave counter has stopped. However, we can deduce that it may be because of this new threat that we're facing. So this seems to be a bit of a side mission. We've got to stop the destruction that this turtle is causing. And towards the end, and at the end of the episode, we got introduced to some random lady who's asking Naofumi to kill her. So I think she may have something to do with the sea tortoise. Maybe she's connected to the tortoise. Maybe she's the reason the tortoise has awoken. Maybe she's an avatar of the tortoise. There's some connection there. So I guess we'll figure that out either this episode or next. All right, y'all, we're about to hop into episode 2. But before we do, please consider subscribing. I'll be doing these Rising of the Shield Hero episodes, reactions, every week, every Wednesday, so look out for those. Also on Saturdays, we do have Spy Family reactions coming as well. But without further ado, let's get into the episode. Oh yeah, this is after we used the, it was called the Cursed Shield before. I believe they called it something else this time. The Wrath Shield? Oh, this is the roar of the Spirit Tortoise again. Oh man. Yeah, she's definitely connected. All right, let's go. Episode 2, Footprints, Spirit Tortoise. That's what it was called. No? It's like a little cabinet meeting, maybe? Something we haven't seen before. Okay, so they know where the next target is. So we're gonna distract it. Okay. Oh, I didn't notice Naofumi was there. Okay, look at he's getting a seat at the table. Don't start with the disrespect already, please. 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 That's not a plan. That's not a plan. Damn. See? That's not a plan. Just throw bodies at it? Why do I feel like I don't trust this guy? Why do I feel like I don't trust this guy? Oh man. So the allied armies, okay. See, there needs to be an actual plan, because you can't just throw bodies at a monstrosity like that. You just heard the experience that some other people have had. They threw tens of thousands at them, and they all died. Oh, is that her name, Eclair? I was looking forward to figure out who she was. We saw her in the last episode, but we didn't hear her voice or didn't get any introduction. Ooh. Why does that sound familiar? Ah, she's in charge of training the soldiers. Okay. The 7-star heroes. The 7-star heroes. I guarantee that's the first time we're hearing that. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So why couldn't they fight the waves? So why couldn't they fight the waves? Why'd you have to summon 4 more? Oh, is it them? No. Because they came from the other side of the waves, didn't they? Uh-oh. Oh, that's why. That's why. She came. Interesting. Okay, so the queen knows her. Oh. Huh. Osthodai. Okay. Getting a lot of new characters this season. Uh-oh. About to get some sauce. See? I knew she was somehow connected to the Spirit Tortoise. I was correct. Yeah. Yes, we have. The bats and the monkey-looking things with the shells. Yetis. Okay. That is better than me saying monkeys. Oh. Which explains why the timer would have stopped. That's wild. Wow. Okay, that's a big plot point they just dropped on us. Okay. Which I guess in turn would kill her because she's just a familiar. Do we know who? Based on what we've seen, that entails some dark shit. Yeah, the world demands sacrifices from all life. That's what Fitoria was telling. Did she know? Did she know? Damn. So basically we have to sacrifice people of the country. Oh man, this is an interesting direction to go in. Definitely not what I was expecting. Yeah, I was gonna say we knew that. We just discussed that. You haven't provided any new information. Well, you did provide new information, but she's cute. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh man. Oh, okay. So when she asked us to kill her, she was asking us to kill the tortoise, which would in turn kill her. I mean, so it does help. Now we don't have to guess how to kill it. Oh no. You'll need siege weapons. Oh, okay. Oh, now we're gonna bicker about who's gonna lead. Funding, weapons, manpower. Who deserves to lead? It sounds a lot like the 4 heroes arguing amongst themselves. Oh man. Y'all are missing the point. This is not... Thank you. I do not give less of a shit. Yo, sit down! Commander Naofumi? Alright. I love it. I love it. Naofumi's just here to get shit done. That's it. That's it. He's just here to get shit done and move on to the waves, fam. Is this the person? Oh, the guy with the glasses. We saw him in the we saw him in the opening. Yep. What was he supposed to do? He can't control the whole meeting. Ah, she volunteered. Look at Naofumi spurring on others to act. This is awesome. That means she must be deadly. Trying to atone for the sins of the father. I mean, he didn't really commit a sin, did he? Unless he willingly abandoned them. That's a different story. But she said he failed to protect them. So either he failed to protect them because he chose not to, or he tried and failed. If he tried and failed, then I don't think there's much to atone for. But obviously, if he had decided, you know what, fuck these kids, fuck these demi-humans, then yeah, it makes sense that she would want to... I don't know why I thought I saw two people walking up, but it's just Raphtalia. Hopefully not. And we have, what, 13 episodes? 12 or 13 episodes this season. We had 25 last season. Which is fair, but just the way they were going about it wasn't there was no progress there. It wasn't creating any solutions. I love their moments. Oh man, the character interactions in the show I love the most are between Raphtalia and Naofumi. Whoa. We're just jumping into it. Okay. I thought it would have taken time to go talk to them to show us developing a plan and then show us bringing them the plan. Dragon Rider. Ooh. Ooh. They're literally riding dragons. What? Oh, it's a fortress. Okay. I'm like, what am I looking at? Oh, shit. Okay. The multi-cat. Okay. Looks like everyone's coming together under Naofumi's plan. And Naofumi has proven once again he's a capable leader. You wouldn't have gotten that from his previous life. But since we've seen him... Philo. Ah. Probably. She could be useful in that way if she learns some secrets and maybe some rituals. She's a mage, isn't she? Ah, yes. Eclair. Eclair? Yes. Leading the troops. Elhart, yes. A new weapon. Maybe some new armor. Ooh. 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 Okay. Okay, getting some upgrades. As long as Naofumi doesn't mind. Yeah. If he doesn't mind, then I don't think about it too hard. She won't say it, but I thought it's pretty obvious. I don't think so. Oh gosh. Oh man. She's giving some womanly advice there to some children. Is she? Philo has no idea. Neither does Raphtalia. Yeah, let's not... Oh. Hmm. Oh! Okay. Alright, y'all. Great episode. Great episode. We got a whole lot of information this episode. Oh man, we got a lot of information as far as the Spirit Tortoise and the motivations, what's causing the current destruction, and how we can proceed and what we can do about it. So this episode we met Torai. She approached us at the end of the last episode. We also saw her in the trailer, asking us to kill her. So we found out the goal of the Spirit Tortoise. We found out why it is currently moving. It's currently moving not because of its own volition. Someone broke the seal and awakened it early. So now it's raging and causing all this mass destruction unwillingly. Now the original plan for the Spirit Tortoise, it seems, was to stop the waves by consuming souls. And I guess with the energy that the Spirit Tortoise gets from the souls, the Spirit Tortoise is able to keep the waves at bay, or at least stop the waves. So that explains why the wave countdown has ended, or not ended, has been paused, because the Spirit Tortoise is currently awakened. We also learned the Spirit Tortoise has some destructive ways of collecting those souls. So I guess initially the goal, the mission of the four heroes, if they cannot stop the waves, is to collect the souls for the Spirit Tortoise. Now, based on what we've seen, I assume that means death and destruction, which is a bit of a heavy burden for the heroes to bear. Even the Queen mentioned it. It's a heavy fate for the kingdom and the heroes to bear, having to kill their own people in order to save their own people. This is what Victoria was alluding to when we discussed with her last season about that there will be sacrifices required to achieve a certain goal. I'm paraphrasing based on what I vaguely remember about what she said. But that's very interesting. Very interesting. We also finally met Eclair. We saw her in the last episode. We saw her in the opening. We finally got a bit of her story. She is the daughter of the Lord of Sayet, who either abandoned Raftalia's village on purpose or through his own failure. She mentioned his failure to protect them, but she's atoning for it, which makes me believe that he may have willingly just abandoned them. So she's here to make up for that by teaching the demi-humans how to fight and sort of adding to our forces. So it'll be interesting to see her arc going forward. I'm very interested in her character. She seems like a pretty cool character. Maybe she seems like a bit of a badass as well. She kind of reminds me of Erza from Fairy Tail, for those of you who have seen Fairy Tail. Something I really want to touch on is Naofumi's leadership. I was mentioning it during the episode, but as I was mentioning it, it seems like there was some dialogue I was missing, so I stopped talking about it. But Naofumi's leadership, we've seen it time and time again as he embraces the role of leadership. Because when he first arrived in this place, he was very enthusiastic, very energetic about the task, and then he had his issues with Mine, obviously, and the accusations, and everyone shunning him, everyone abandoning him. So at that point, he became jaded and cast everyone aside. In the middle and towards the end of the first season, we started to see these signs of leadership, or these qualities of leadership within Naofumi. We saw how he was leading his own crew, how he would lead the soldiers when they would join the fights, when the fights against the waves, when he took command of the other four heroes, when they fought the church, when he put himself out there and took that leadership role. We've seen him do it before. So now it's nice to see him doing it here, coming into his own as a leader. It's obvious as he runs his own territory that he is a capable leader. He's shown that time and time again, and he showed it here, being able to command the leaders of each army and command their army and come up with a formidable plan that they can all agree on and agree with and have them follow in his steps. I thought that's pretty cool. I guess it's something we'll keep an eye on going forward. I do have a question as to how long the Spirit Tortoise arc is going to be. I have not read, I believe it's a light novel, or maybe it's a manga. I'm pretty sure it's a light novel. But I have not read the light novel, so I don't know how long this arc actually is. I'm wondering if it will take the full 13 episodes that we have planned for this season, or if it will take maybe 6 or 7 episodes, and then we have some wave stuff, or maybe another arc to deal with on the back end of the season. I also don't mind if this takes up the full 13 episodes. This seems like a conflict that could take up enough of our time. It also seems like it's not going to be as straightforward as planned. It obviously never is, right? We also got mention of the seven suns heroes, 7 stars heroes, which we never heard mention of before. It was already it's been explained to us by the Queen that they are not as powerful as the 4 cardinal heroes, which would explain why the 4 cardinal heroes had to be summoned, because obviously the 7 star heroes were not strong enough on their own, and we've never seen them before. So I question how come we haven't seen them at least involved in the waves? Even if they are not as strong as the Cardinal heroes, they would still be useful in the fight against the waves, unless they've just been fighting the waves in another part of the country that we haven't seen yet, which is also possible. So those may be some of the individuals we saw in the opening. We did see quite a few new people in the opening, so I'm guessing some of those are the 7-star heroes. We also saw maybe the main person behind this plot, this guy with glasses, which it always ends up being a guy with glasses. I'm sorry for the glasses wearers out there. That's just how it turns out most times. Anyways, I'm rambling. If you guys like the video, if you guys like the reaction, hit that like button. You guys hitting that like button lets me know you guys are enjoying the content I'm putting out and encourages me to put out more videos for you guys. And if you guys would like to join me on this YouTube journey, hit that subscribe button. I have these Rising of the Shield hero reactions every Wednesday, so check out my channel for those on a weekly basis. We also have Spy Family every Saturday, so subscribe for those if you guys are interested. But that's it for me, AKB93. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.